all the news and interviews you know and love. It's the Northwest's #1 racing podcast, the Sean in the Dirt podcast. This is Sean, and you're in the dirt.
Your Dirt Cup winner, Trey Starks. What does that sound like, huh?
Sounds awesome. I mean, it's just so cool to finally put a weekend together. I mean, we've come to Dirt Cup since 2010, and we've missed a couple of them, but, I mean, it seems like something always happens. Either, if we have speed, something happens, but this week we finally put it all together, and, Holmes was fast, but I knew if I had a chance, I wasn't letting it slip away from me again. So just really, really rewarding for sure.
So the red flag, did you guys? They were talking about on the mic there on the broadcast that you did some change. Yeah. That must have helped the car.
Oh yeah, no, we made some wholesale fuel system changes. We just the way the air got, I think it was either a bunch of humidity or something to where the motor just couldn't get any air, so we had too much fuel at it. So we changed the fuel system a bunch, and it made it way better. So it would actually run out there in clean air, and we made 0 car adjustments. It was all fuel system work. So I mean, it just shows how much track conditions, the air conditions can change here. I mean, there's always a curveball, right? And I'm just really glad we could capitalize on it.
Now, in all of your years of racing, how many times have you done that during a red flag?
That's probably the first time, honestly. I mean, I was fully focused on just getting the engine to run how I wanted it to, and once we changed the fuel system around to where it needed to be, it was just night and day difference. So, super super happy that we were able to figure that out, because if we weren't, it would have been a little tough. But Tanner was really good. Just like I said, had to take advantage. What's on the line. I mean, I really try and pride myself on trying to give everybody room, and I tried to push it right to the limit, but I think I gave Tanner a lane, and hopefully it was some good racing for sure. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of things I'd do for $100,000. I don't quite know if it'd be flat out wrecking somebody, but I was going to race him hard for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And the air was. I'd never seen the smoke from the pyros come back over the track during the red or whatever. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've seen a lot of things at Skagit, but you just never know. We're at a dirt track, right? And you finally, like you said, we talked last night. There's a really good interview with you and I on there. You answered a lot of questions, and you were really excited for tonight. And it seemed like everything went your all. I was James McFaden was unbelievable in that King of the Hill thing that we had, and finally the crowd was so fired up when you came out there, and they were hoping. Yeah. And I don't know if he had fuel issues. I think he had something, but you had the great start there, and I was surprised that everybody was taking the inside for a long time. James told me that he would have taken the inside every time. Yeah. So he wasn't surprised by that, but I was kind of surprised because everybody kept getting beat. But I think he's playing games with them too.
Yeah, I think the pull shuffle deal, I think if the first guy out doesn't advance, then it kind of lines up. But if you get, like I've been in it before and we've moved up several rows, it's just, it sounds simple, but the guy that knows how to start on the track, he's got that much more experience and he knows exactly what to do. So his starts were on point. I knew that we had to nail the start because even if the outside maybe seemed like it was better, I just wanted to be able to have control over the start. So, James was good. That car, I mean, obviously they had a killer fastest 5 days, that speed week. And then this weekend, it was like no matter what happened, you just couldn't kill him. Like, you couldn't keep him down. He rose from the dead, and he got some help with a questionable jump start call in the heat race and got the front row. But, again, they capitalize on every situation. That team is really, really good right now. So I knew we were going to have to put him behind us early. And then, I was not surprised at all to see Tanner because they've been fast all weekend too. So, just really rewarding, again, to put it all together. I mean, we've been close, or we've been fast and crashed and just not had good Dirt Cup luck and just not had good Big Show luck, really, or just haven't been able to close the deal until the High Limit last year. And then we won one of the High Limit shows, and I've won the Summer Nationals, and then the next ticket item was Dirt Cup. So this is
one of three.
That's what I heard, to win all three of them. Yeah,
you joined one of three guys.
I'll tell you what. I mean, besides the Knoxville Nationals, this is 100% the, biggest ticket race in my eyes. It's a race that I came here watching for years and years and years, and so, to check this one off is just awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt. Tanner Holmes joins you right now, and you second place, but you led a few laps.
Yeah.
You can't be disappointed. Well, you can, and you probably are, but you can't be too much. And what do you think?
Yeah, you always would do things a little differently, right? I thought we honestly ran a good race. Got a good start. We obviously attacked those guys when it was time to attack in traffic. I thought our car was plenty good. I just, one small mistake when they were just a little closer to me. I think, you change that, maybe the outcome of the race changes, or, we race farther into traffic. So, gave it all I had, really. You always think, man, what could you have done differently, or what could you have given more? But Trey was really good. He's a hard guy to beat in clean air. So, like I said, ideally I would have just kept him behind me there, on that restart, and then maybe we would have won the Dirt Cup. But it's how it goes. I'm proud of my team, and we can't be too upset. Obviously it sucks, but man, at the same time, obviously a great night for our team and a much needed, a good purse, everything around, man, is, definitely wins for us.
Have you ever seen the moisture or the air this thick here?
Yeah.
Second place, baby.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
The more.
Hey, we got that on video.
I guess that's good content. Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter.
No,
Hunter's world famous,
Yeah, he's famous for a lot of things.
Oh, do we want to go about that?
No. Anyway, the moisture tonight, it was just there, And honestly, for us, it didn't really matter, I think, what the track was. If it was slick or, we've been good when it got slick this week, and we've been good when it's grip. So I wasn't concerned what the track was. It was just, how to navigate and be in the right spot at the right time. And like I said, that's what it comes down to win these races. So, and all it takes is one mistake. And I don't even know if I made a mistake. It's just on a restart, they're close to you. You're vulnerable. So, I thought the racetrack was all right. Like I said, I wish it would have slicked off more in the feature, but still, it was plenty good to race hard and race through traffic.
Yeah. And so 5 days on the fastest 5 days. We forget about the first day. We'll scratch the first day. But 4 and then 3 here. How many podiums did you have in those 7? There was a lot, right?
Yeah, well, I think we're in 3 podiums, but we've been top 10 basically all the last 7 nights, and so we've been really good, and like I said from the beginning, I think it's just taken some seat time for us as a group to work together, and you're thinking, well, your family operation, well, Carly and I working together, Carly's helped setting up the car, we're kind of both our heads together, and just really make actual changes to figure out where we're going wrong, and we made one significant change at Willamette that we carried now to here, and our car's just been way better, so I think once we found our balance, we just work in our box that's been good. And honestly, I think that showed, and it was good enough to, almost win tonight. So, just proud of these guys for working hard. We got a very young, I'm 22 years old, and the 3 people working with me are 18 and 19 years old. So,
just graduated, right, from high school?
All of them just graduated, and they're, eager and wanting to learn. So I can't thank them enough. Obviously, I have my family and other people in my corner, but, the hands on the race car are all under 20 years old. So, just like I said, proud of them, and, gave them a taste of what the future of our sport looks like, and hopefully, where we're going to be at for many years to come.
And you got a fun couple months planned, don't you?
Yeah, no, this is good. This carries us now into, we're going to be heading back east, and we got a lot of big races. Obviously, we're going to be at the Nationals. We're going to be at Kings Royal, and, just hoping to work more magic when we get back there. Obviously, we're going to go against even stiffer competition, but for us to be as good as we were here against cars, I think, there's some guys here that's almost as tough as they get. Obviously, Trey can beat the national guys. James is a national guy, so we're right there in the mix.
Now, give me one tip. Give me one hint. Are you going to have a national car?
Oh, shoot. We're working on that. I got some phone calls tomorrow on that. So, the plan is to have something pretty impressive, let's say. But we'll see. And, obviously the Nationals is a race that we want to do really well at. And we want to get in the, even just getting that race, getting in the show. So it's going to be hard to top tonight. Like I said, I don't even know where it came out. But obviously our team did well. We didn't win 100,000. But, we're really, we are stoked about tonight. Once we kind of get past, what we could do better, enjoy it, man, and we ran hard.
Yep. All right. Well, congratulations. Thanks for all the content.
Thank you.
And keep doing all the great content. And
we'll keep at it.
We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Sean.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt. James McFaden joins me right now. And, how was your Dirt Cup, huh?
Roller coaster-ish. Obviously, if you were to talk to us after the first night of flipping twice in the A and such a wild point steal this race. To run third was pretty solid. Obviously not the goal. The end goal is to win the race and start on the front row. But with the rain and the way the weather got there, the track kind of caught us by surprise with how it ended up. So nothing to hang our heads about. I think Trey's one of the best guys in this area. It proves every time he comes, the big series has come, he steps up to the plate and wins races. So like I said, nothing to hang our head about. From where we were to where we are is pretty decent.
Yeah, that you put on a show for the people in that whatever they scramble, heads of the tail, I don't know, whatever they call that thing, but man, you put on a show for the people.
Yeah, obviously that, it's easier to try and pass them there than it is in a race, so we just tried to, kind of play a few little mind games there at the start and try and get them to, start a little earlier than they wanted to and things like that to try and gain spots, basically, and it worked.
Were you surprised that everybody at the beginning kept going to the bottom?
No, honestly, I would have chose the bottom every time.
Really? Okay.
There was way more grip down there, but I think just playing a few games with them, they missed the start a little bit each time. So it was good. And then my car, that was the best my car felt all sort of week, and we didn't expect the track to get to how much grip it had there in the feature and how dirty it got. So we didn't really want to mess with it too much, and it kind of was the wrong call in the end.
And the humidity was kind of thick. It was pretty thick here tonight.
Yeah. Like I said, the moisture just kept coming up as the race kept going on. It kept getting grippier and grippier and grippier, and we just weren't prepared for that. And I don't think a lot of guys, maybe except for the first two, that was it. The rest of us kind of were all bobbling around back there.
Did you guys have to make some adjustments then when you had that little red there?
We tried. We just didn't have enough time to do anything we needed to. We had a few other things to fix, and we just didn't have enough time to do the changes we needed to do to be better.
What a great 5 days though, and if you look at the 5 days and then the three there, great 8 days there, big crowds coming to see you. It's fun time, huh?
Yeah, it's been a really cool swing. This is the first time I've done it, and some really great tracks. Great fans, obviously. I always love coming up to this area. It's my favourite of the tour. The national tour was always to come up this area and race. And Skagit's been a little different to what it normally is, but that's cool. That's a part of our job to adjust and adapt. And what Kevin and everyone is doing here is unbelievable. So. Yeah, it was great to be a part of the NARC Speed Week. It's like a few new tracks, saw them, and really enjoyed those. Good tune for us to try and find, what I'm happy with and what, how Drew works and things like that. So had a ball, drank some beer, ate some good food, and got to race some cars, so I was happy.
And you have a big couple months coming up because you're going to run this car all the way through probably Skagit Nationals, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And even after that, probably.
Yeah, so the family comes over for a couple of weeks for a bit of a vacation on Tuesday, so that'll be nice. And then, head off to, I think we started Attica or Fremont there, and do Kings Royal, Lernerville, Baps, Knoxville, places like that. Just kind of hit as much as we can, and if we need a night off, we do. If we don't, we just keep racing. So
that's going to be really fun to see how Drew and you do against all the big heavy hitters, because I always said that this car, we always had good drivers in this car, but let's see how it does with a guy like your experience had you in there, and so we'll see.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think Drew's really experienced around these areas and does a really good job, and I'm really experienced in those areas out to the east, I think it is, isn't it? So yeah, it'll be really good, and there's going to be some teething issues, absolutely, there always will be, but to get in the car and be as confident as I am straight up, I'm confident that we're going to hit the ground running. So, yeah, excited to see what we can do.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt. All right, Sean the Dirt, Justin Sanders joins right now after Dirt Cup, and didn't seem like it was a lot of passing tonight. And how was the race for you?
Yeah, to be honest, I can't really complain too much on our weekend. I got a fourth, first, and a fifth, so it's not too bad after the frame damage we had last night. And yeah, like you said, the racetrack was just really hard to pass tonight. I had a couple opportunities to get fourth and just couldn't quite execute. And like you said, just product of the racetrack, so nothing to really hang our heads on. We'll take this fifth and move on to our next race. I really don't even know where we're going to race next, but that's all I got to say. Again, thanks Demo Mitri and the whole team, Rusty, Clayton, Sumo, my wife for being here, all our sponsors, and just everybody for supporting us so I can come up here and race.
It seemed like the air was kind of thick tonight. I saw the smoke go, and then I never seen the smoke come back.
Yeah, so we really have to watch that with our engines. Humidity is a big part of when we test the air. When you have a lot of water in the air, it's hard to burn water, even though the density altitude is low. So that's another thing we had to watch for. And just there's a lot of factors in racing, and that's just one of them. But yeah, racetrack was a little bit of a factor, and yeah, like I said, started 5th, finished 5th. There's nothing really we could do, but I think it was still a decent payday for 5th, and I think I should probably take home at least over $20,000 out of the weekend for being here. So I'll definitely take that, and like I said, we'll move on to our next race and try to keep knocking off wins.
I know there's a lot of fans that went and saw, like I did, all 8 races, and it's such a great to see you guys, from California come up here and to get to see all this talent race for 8 days.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's tough. I kind of run my own program with setup and have a couple guys that help and kind of build my own cars, and I build my own shocks. I have a shock company and utilize factory cane shocks and kind of have my own business out there. But yeah, I mean, honestly, we struggled for 2 nights, Willamette and Elma, which is the 6th and 8th, which isn't really that bad, to be honest. But other than that, we were on the podium, all the other nights, and ran a 4th, a 1st, and a 5th here. So honestly, not a bad 8 days. And then we had 2 wins at Chico before that. So honestly, not a bad 10 races. I'll take it. We banged up a couple parts last night and a couple wheel halves, a couple sideboard of a wing, and straighten the frame out. That's another thing. I'm going to take that home and put it back on the scales. Ride height it, make sure everything's still square. If not, we'll take it back to KPC Chassis. They'll get it all squared away, and we'll be back ripping again.
All right. Well, good luck the rest of the NARC season, and we'll probably see you at Trophy Cup.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt.